on Fox Sports News. She always leans on the table like this.
Yeah.
I said it looks unprofessional, and he just called me an idiot. What would you know about?
You always
Reading
cop
the
it
news.
for some Fox Sports producers.
We talk about that tonight, mate.
Yeah.
That's not a producer.
Oh.
It's just some random.
Remember when
We
you
talk
gave
about
it,
it for
gave it to the back page about stealing content and that guy's had a guy out? That was awesome. Flogs.
We're on.
Can you hear us?
What did you say when you had a go? Yeah.
I was trying to reply, but it won't let me.
Okay. We're ready to go.
Alright, you want to turn that up?
Yep. What?
Hello, everybody, and welcome to episode number 34 of the S7Melbourne podcast. Coming
34, Sam.
coming to you. I haven't introduced you, mate.
Sorry, buddy.
Coming to you live from Melbourne, Australia, the home of sport. You're here with me. My name's Sam. We're here with Gordo, who currently goes for the worst NBA team in Texas. How you doing, mate?
Oh, now come on. Are we really?
Officially.
Phoenix Suns.
Officially.
Aren't they in Texas?
Arizona. They're in Arizona.
Close.
That's pretty close, isn't it?
Houston are better. San Antonio are better, Luke. That's all right. You can play third
Oh, well,
fiddle.
we're getting LeBron like everyone else is saying we're getting LeBron now,
Yeah.
aren't we? Isn't that what we're doing?
And speaking of NBA, we've got a man over here who's currently looking for a team. He's done his deal with the Miami Heat's gone. Ants, how you going, mate?
I'm doing it tough at the moment. I was going to drive to the Westgate yesterday and jump off, but they had those barriers there now.
Yeah,
so
lucky.
Don't know what to do.
Lucky. Well, I'm sure there's other bridges. Balti, maybe.
Balti?
Always a good one.
You could have done it if like LeBron chucked you on his back like he did the Heat.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Jump over.
So Ants is looking for a basketball team because is that how it works, Ants?
Oh, yeah, once they lose.
Are you like the players where you just want to move on to a better opportunity?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Might as well. They're going to be junk next year.
Yep. Hey, today we're going to be talking some World Cup, Luke. World Cup fever.
I'm all over it. I had it on
and I know
Saturday. On Saturday.
NBA.
I've lost it since.
The Spurs won. Paddy Mills fever.
Oh.
We're going to talk about State of Origin, bit of State of Origin fever. Wallabies fever. Nah.
Yeah.
Daniel Ricciardo did pretty well
Yeah.
for a young fella from
Reasonably
Preston.
well, just comes
I don't
first.
know, where is he from? I just assumed he was from Preston. That's probably a bit hard.
Yeah. No.
We'll roll with it.
Yeah, we'll roll with it. And anything else we want to talk about. But as always, number 34, we dedicated to an athlete of that number.
Mm-hmm.
Getting trickier up in the 30s.
Oh no, 30's good, Sam.
Really?
30's are a good bunch of numbers.
Yeah. Not so good for soccer and stuff because they usually just wore 1 to 11 as your best
Yeah.
players. But
Like I said,
AFL's not
like I
bad.
said.
Basketball's not bad.
30's good numbers.
Anyway, do you guys want to kick us off as to who you would love to dedicate this beautiful show to?
I would love to dedicate it to, as you know, Sam, I'm a big point guard fan.
Because you're a little fella,
I'm a little fella,
Yep.
yes. When I play basketball, I was always in the point sort of position.
built like Allen Iverson a little bit.
Yeah, dunk like him too. And
Gets injured
so I've
all
gone
the
with one that I used to love. He came to Dallas very early in his career.
Yeah.
Some people call him Wisconsin's Mr. Basketball, but
Okay.
I like to call him Devin Harris.
Yeah,
Awesome
D.
football.
Harry.
Yes, so he's played for a few teams along his way. He's had a few injuries. Was number 5 in the draft. I know, you've just gone over to grab it. I know, you've got, oh no! It's alright, it's alright, everyone.
Leave this here for the home
We'll leave it
viewers.
just here for the home
For
viewers.
the home viewers.
It's a portrait picture signed by Devin Harris that is so old.
Fair
the
to
picture frame
say-
is falling over.
It's fair to say, when I bought that on eBay, I thought he'd probably go on to have a better career than he did.
He was an NBA All-Star.
Yeah,
Was
he
he?
was.
Yeah,
That one
he was
year.
All-Star one
That
year.
1 year, yeah.
But yeah, he was a Big Ten Player of the Year, all these sort of stuff, your normal stuff, and then he went on to really do nothing. But his injuries let him down. He did have a lot of really, and me and Sam were both on him very early.
D. Harry.
I thought
Yeah,
he
I
was
do
gonna
like
be-
D. Harris, especially when he was at the Nets. Him and Vince Carter, they were pretty good there. And he hit that ridiculous half-court.
Oh,
do you
where it
remember that
fell out
one?
of his, fell out of his hand, he grabbed it and just
Yeah.
flung it up in the air.
Yeah.
If you haven't seen it yet, go on YouTube and look up Devin Harris buzzer beater. It's insane.
Yeah.
So this goes out to you, mate. Devin Harris, one of my favourites.
He
Nice
did win a
one.
championship, didn't
No,
No, I don't think he has.
Who with? No,
Dallas?
no,
No.
he wasn't with Dallas then. We had Kid. Unfortunately, I much would have rather done it.
No, he
with him.
didn't. He
he? Must have been 06 when they lost.
the backup point guard was not JJ Barea, was it? Or
Yeah,
Yeah, it
or
was. Yeah.
Bob Wire or one of those guys?
He was playing when we played Heat, and you beat us.
No
Yeah.
worries. Ants, what do you got, mate?
As it is getting a little bit harder
It is,
to find a
mate.
number 34, so I've headed over to the States again to the game of baseball.
Yeah,
And
good
Sam
game.
knows I love
Good
baseball.
game,
It's a great
baseball.
game.
Yep.
Sam knows I'm a pitcher. I like
You are not a pitcher.
well, not physically a pitcher, but I like pitchers.
I think you're a pitcher, Sam. I think you'd be a great pitcher, mate.
I reckon
Don't
you.
let Sam talk you down. I reckon you'd be a great.
I reckon you DH and hit about 60 a year.
Throw
I
a
reckon
good-
that's what you do, Ants.
That's throw a good 70k an hour fast.
Yeah.
And
I've seen you at the Melbourne Aces booth chucking them down.
chucking them down. Didn't get past 80.
I got 60, I think.
It's embarrassing.
But it was dead on. I'm just accuracy anyway.
And this guy is one of the best pitchers going around at the moment, and it's King. He proclaims himself as the King as well.
Yeah.
King Felix Hernandez from the Seattle Mariners.
Mhm.
This guy doesn't get much recognition just because he plays in a small market for a crap team.
That's true. It's true.
Won a Cy Young in 2010. Very controversially, he only won 13 games, I think, throughout
Really?
the year. So it was the lowest wins for a Cy Young winner.
But then there's that argument that wins mean nothing for pitchers. Do you agree with that, or?
A little bit.
Mm.
A little bit.
Oh, they're overrated. Not
yeah,
that they don't mean
especially
anything.
for this guy who's got no batting behind him.
Yeah, and for a guy like Matt Harvey from
Yeah.
the Mets as well last year, I mean, he could throw 8 scoreless innings, but the Mets can't
Yeah.
score, so he doesn't get the win.
They,
So.
they've got ERA of 2.5 or something like that, and they're still losing
Exactly
more
right.
games than what they win.
Yeah, I know. It's
Yeah,
terrible.
so
Ah.
Gordo's with us on this 100%.
Yeah, 2.0.
To go with that answer, you are rocking a Brooklyn Dodgers hat today.
I
Just
am.
good to see. Bit of a Jackie Robinson sort of throwback. No?
No,
Okay.
no, it's just I was going to wear some Heat paraphernalia, but burnt that all yesterday.
Yeah, it's gone.
So
If you go to Salvo's tomorrow, I reckon you'd get a pretty cheap Dwayne Wade top.
You get one cheap.
You reckon?
disgusting.
Yeah,
Let's not
okay.
talk about it.
King Felix.
I'm happy to
I
talk
like
about it, just not yet. We'll talk about it after the break and we go around the world.
Alright.
Okay. I like King Felix. That's a good one, mate. I'm going to basketball as well, Luke.
Yep.
Equal with Devin Harris. Not Hakeem, not Charles Barkley. 42-year-old from Adelaide. 203 centimetres, 125 kegs.
I know where you're
So
going.
big dog.
Big dog.
Played for Arizona State for 1 year.
Yeah.
What college that is?
Before joining the Eastside Spectres, South Melbourne Magic, Victoria Titans, Perth Wildcats, New Zealand Breakers, and Ants. He currently plays for your hometown team, the Waikato Pistons.
Oh, that's it.
So I'm assuming there's a lot of mechanics and car making go on in Waikato. That's why they're called the Pistons,
Pistons, yeah.
I would say. Tony Ronaldson, the Big Bear.
The bear.
The reason I bring up Tony Ronaldson, I have his jersey.
Yeah.
I should have put it on tonight.
Why
really.
didn't you put it on?
I just forgot that because I only picked him about 10 minutes ago. And then, I do have his jersey. I should have worn it. But
I know.
the
Would have been
Big
hard to be out of
Bear,
your house and all, but
the
no.
Big Bear, best known for just, he used to hang out the back a little bit.
Just
Used to
pop
get the
threes.
cheapies from the corner and
Yeah.
stuff like that. And they used to rim out a lot of them. Didn't even go in, but it was enjoyable.
He just was backing in with that big bear ass.
He's
and
a
come
big-
right in and
big-
just put a little jump shot in, and then that's it.
A
Or
big-
just hang out at 3.
Big dude.
I should have elevated with him once.
Really?
Yeah, should have elevated with him at the Glass House.
Do you know he played? Oh, really? Sorry, I was reading that. An elevator, yeah?
Yeah, that was my story's told.
Glass elevator?
No, Glass House.
I never got to the glass house.
Didn't you?
I used to drive past it, but I never went in.
Should have.
It was
Great
made of
place.
glass, wasn't it?
No, it wasn't really. I don't know why they called it the Glass House. It was like it had glass windows, but so does most.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. That's
Like,
not a defining
yeah, I don't
feature
really
of the
get it.
building.
Tweet in if you know why it was called the Glass House, please.
Yeah, some of you old fellas. I just wanted to say Tony Ronson played 662 games, which is more than Gazy.
More than Gazy. Well, he's still playing, and he's 152. So
Gazy played
Is that
612.
all-time NBL game record holder?
No, I thought that, isn't it
It's a lot of
Sengstock?
games.
Did
I
Sengstock
don't
not
know.
play 1,000 or something?
I don't know.
Or Loggins? No, Loggins is 567. Anyway, too much NBL. So that's my number 34 is the great Tony Ronson, and I've actually seen him play live, and you guys haven't seen your guys play live, so I'd like
wait
to
a
count
minute.
that as a win.
No, I haven't.
Nah. I haven't.
No, yes, wait a minute. No, I haven't.
Here he is. If you'll notice, sorry, just going back to this
Play on
picture.
NBA 2K.
I used to play very well with NBA 2K.
This is my Devin Harris picture that I bought off eBay. Okay,
I rock it up in price.
what happens
It's gonna be
next?
more. It's gonna get more money for it now.
What happens next? Because this is
Hey, look.
number 23 from the Cleveland Cavs, and he's going upstairs to dunk.
Yeah.
So what do you reckon happens next?
LBJ is about to reject him
No,
for
it's
sure.
not. Devin Harris, right to the rim.
It's even up there. That's a mono. He's going to meet at the rim, and I don't want to be Devin Harris when that gets up there. This guy's loving it, absolutely loving it. So a good picture there from D. Harry. Now we'll get to the ones sent in from our Twitter followers, Luke.
Yep.
There's some good ones there, but most of them basketball because it is that sort of thing. Alex Emery's given us Hakeem the Dream, a large one,
yep.
and Charles Barkley. So there's a common
Big
one
balls.
for you. First time's tweeter Scott Jones.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Jonesy.
Do you think this photo of his profile picture was taken in the 70s, or do you reckon it's a bit recent?
I reckon that's recent.
I reckon that was last week.
I think it's a recent one, just zoomed in. That's why the pixelation isn't great.
He looks.
Love the red eye.
Got a bit of Wayne
Since
Wiedemann
when do we
going
do
on
red
there.
eye these days?
He's
Very
nominated
important back in the day.
Alex Marcoux.
Oh, okay.
So yeah,
Sport?
That's
Any
actually
background?
I'm pretty sure.
Alex Marcoux. I'm just
He
gonna.
played footy. I know that. He played AFL. I don't know who for. I couldn't
I'll look
tell
him
you.
up, mate.
Carlton maybe.
I'll see if I can find him.
Sounds a bit Carltonish. Ted's 23 has given us David King from the War Room, the mighty War Room. David King.
War Room.
War number-
I saw the War Room when I went to visit you the other day.
Yep.
It was really fantastic.
We did walk past
We did
the
walk
War
past
Room.
the War Room.
And it's not an actual war room.
Yeah.
There's no war paraphernalia
No,
anywhere.
no,
No dead
no
bodies. No
tanks.
tanks.
Disappointing.
If we ever get invaded by Indonesia or one of those
I know
guys,
where
I'm
I'm
going
going.
straight to the war room with
Is
Kingy.
it more of a bunker than a war room?
It's not even a bunker. It's a glass house bunker. It's no good. Gareth has given us Charles Barkley for the Suns and Troy Luff when he played for
Luffy.
Sydney. He says he Troy Luff for the EJ Whitten Legends, but he did wear 34 for Sydney as well. I remember Lloydie kicked 14 on him one day, him and Jared Bennett.
So is that good?
I was at the game watching it, so that was, oh man, that was so good. And we've got one more from the boys over at the Goodfellas podcast who are
Yep.
peaking just with the football
Oh, they're
going on
going
at the
off
moment.
right now.
Yeah, but just podcasting like crazy.
They're actually a chance to,
Guess
stay up
who
all
they
night.
said? Alex Marcoux. So,
Carlton
Who is this
and
guy?
St Kilda he played for.
There you go.
134 games, 148 goals for Carlton, 24 games, 17 goals for St Kilda, 158 games all up.
Yep.
Debuted round 3, 1979.
yeah, okay.
I have a picture here, Sam, of him if you'd like to see
Has
it.
he got curly hair?
No.
No, okay. Has he got black hair?
There was a better
No.
one than that.
No.
Alex Marcoux. Pretty regular sort of
Yeah,
looking bloke.
he's pretty standard.
Yeah, I don't know why he's being so loved. Like,
Okay.
Must have done
classic
some-
schoolboy sitting look, obviously from the
Mm.
club trip photo. Anyway, we've talked way too
Yeah.
much about Alex Marcoux.
Well, Alex Marcoux, I'll check
Marcoux.
during the break. I'll check if he's on Twitter.
Okay.
Just wanted to mention as well, we were running the World Cup competition, Luke, as we mentioned last week. Is all you got to do is pick a player who's going to head one goal and one goal only.
Mm-hmm.
So Tim Cahill fans will be happy right now. And you get Medallion Club tickets. That's what you win. So it's a nice little competition, a bit like the Zanotti medal
Yep.
that we run at the Brownlow. We had a really good response, and I was just going through them all here, and I won't mention them all, but just to let you know that one person has scored a header that got nominated.
Yep.
That was Alex Emery, who nominated Timmy Cahill. So
Okay. Well done, Alex
Lucky.
Emery.
he was pretty
Speaking of-
lucky. Yeah, well, he
That was
scored
only
a
the one.
second.
Yeah,
He
but
scored
it
a
was only the
second,
one.
and it was said it was called offside. So
Speaking
Alex
of Alex
is leading
Emery,
that.
he's always great for this sort of stuff. He's tweeted in with our answer about what is the glass house called.
All right,
So he said, strangely enough, it was made out of glass.
that's what we
It
thought
originally
too.
it originally housed the swimming pool for the 56 Melbourne Olympics.
Alex would have been front row centre
Alex
watching the
knowledge.
heats of the
Google
circus.
Emery, or is he just that good?
No, I think he's that good, to be
Look at
honest.
that profile pic.
It's a great
He
profile
is
pic.
that good.
He's the man. He's the man. He's the man.
Oh,
All right, we'll stop there. And we got to get into the sport, mate. So we'll do that now.
Let's go around it. Did you do everyone then? Because I was busy writing tweets. Was there really no one? Did anyone...
Well, I only put it out yesterday.
Oh, yeah, there's a few here, though. Did you really go for all these people?
You sure they're not the
Ah, yep. It changes into people having guesses. Charles Barkley from the Suns and Troy Luff for the EJ Whitten Legends.
Yeah, we've done that, mate.
I wasn't listening.
Gareth. Why did you keep 14 on him? Never shot that.
Scott Jones, eh?
What a man. All right, let's talk about what's been happening in sport in the last fortnight, Luke.
Caught me unaware there, mate.
Oh, sorry. He's just mid. What are you eating? Ice. Oh, that's okay. What? Oh,
The
The
Oh,
liquid,
yeah,
frozen
yeah.
liquid version.
I was gonna say. Alex Marcoux is not on Twitter. Well, there are some people like him, but...
Just follow him.
Oh, no, this guy's from London. I don't think that's him. Anyway, do you want to start with NBA or the World Cup, guys?
I thought you were going to say, do you want to start with Gordo checks out the NBL website? But just in case you did want to start with that,
it's off season for the website.
Nothing's happening on
for the website
because nothing's happening.
It's off season.
Tweet of the week.
Tweet of the week.
Tweet of the week. I'll chase that tweet of the week. You continue.
No, well, did you want to talk about the World Cup or did you want to talk about NBA?
Well, let's go with NBA first.
Okay.
It's finishing.
And
it's finished, mate. It's not. It's finishing. It's finished. The Spurs ran out easy winners. You'd say it's comprehensive.
They say it's probably one of the best performances in a final series ever
against Witches hats.
Yep, agreed.
What went wrong? What went wrong?
Dwayne Wade's too old. Chris Bosh does point guard things.
Yes.
What else?
This is what I was waiting for so long.
Dwayne Wade needs to go, mate. What are they going to do about him?
Chris Bosh is 7 foot and can't rebound.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, except for last season when he got the offensive rebound, threw it out to he can.
That's true.
One in a million rebounds.
Hey, won you a championship. That rebound won you a championship, mate. That rebound counts than any other rebound anyone in your team's
doesn't matter now.
What about this year?
Yeah.
Dwayne Wade's he's shot. He's gone.
Yeah.
Oh, is he going to play next year though?
Because
he's holding up a fair bit of
I don't know what they're going to do.
cap space there.
I don't know what they're going to do.
Outweighed in Mello.
Have they got roster issues? Have they got anything to think about over the summer, or will it be the same team basically next year?
LeBron's out of contract, isn't he?
It depends what the big three you want to do.
Yeah.
They can opt out of their contracts and then sign on for less.
Which will never happen with any NBA player in the history of
NBA.
these
three, I reckon it could. I reckon if anyone could do it,
these three.
Yeah,
I'd love to see them at a round table.
Mate, they've already done it. They've already done it with what they've done already.
Hey, LeBron, do you want to go less money and just be like, excuse me?
What's $5 billion less to LeBron?
I know, I know.
And he's already done it.
No sportsman has ever thought like that in the history of their life.
LeBron has.
No, LeBron's
that's why I went
obsessed
to Miami. That's what happened
with business. But LeBron's a businessman. He's obsessed
so he
with
gets
Wall
the money
Street.
off the business.
No, he loves making money.
Anyway, Wade, gone. Who's in?
Need
You're
point
getting Mello.
guards. No, we're not.
You need a point guard.
I don't want him.
You need a point guard to give the ball to LeBron.
Yeah.
Need a shooter. Just need everything, really. Another center.
Well, you can't have Fisher because he's coaching now.
Good. One of your favourite things, play straight to coach.
Have you gone a bit over the top, Ants?
Who, me? No.
With restructuring. They did win the last two championships and get to the finals of this year's championship.
But to be comprehensively beaten 4-1 with a winning margin of 15 plus points to the Spurs, that's embarrassing in any game.
I think that was the surprising bit, was just how easy it was.
But
it was so easy.
The thing that I've noticed is LeBron is the most unselfish basketball player ever, because he could quite easily take over games, do it all himself, Allen Iverson style, get that stuff done. But he never did. He plays a team sport, and he always gets his teammates involved, right?
I think you're overlooking Kobe there. Pretty unselfish, Kobe.
Are you kidding me?
I'm joking. Continue.
And then so he's very unselfish for the quality of player he is. So what he needed to do in this series was just go bang, follow me. I'm gonna hog it. I'm gonna try and win this game by myself. Mm-hmm. You guys I'd take Wade off. I'd take Bosh off. I'd put 3-point shooters all around him and just let him drive and throw it out to a 3-point shooter if he's not going to get there.
Yeah.
But LeBron's not that sort of player. And I tell you what, if he did do it, they'd all call him selfish, and they say he's hog and stuff like that, and he'll cop that flack. But the problem is he should have done that earlier. He tried to do it in the last game, but he didn't.
But who was he going to pass it to? No one was nailing shots.
Mm-hmm.
That's the thing.
I think it's probably a victory for the good guys in team basketball. I mean, the team was there; they're a great team.
Yeah, everyone was.
In terms of their passing.
Same
now, Luke, we've got it.
For NBL.
We didn't speak about the shut it down. I was thinking maybe a little bit of Paddy style, or now you have
daggers in my heart.
You have an announcement to make about Paddy Mills, and the floor is yours. You can get it out to the world.
He has arrived, and he only has just arrived. Okay, so this is where the media's been wrong. Paddy Mills has been an okay
I'm talking about the media, we're talking about Paddy Mills.
Yeah, I know, I'm talking about the media. Paddy Mills has been an okay backup.
I'm going to rebut against this.
He's been an okay backup midfielder who's beat up on a few
midfielder.
Point guard who's beaten up on a few teams in the past, right? When they've been down, when the benches are on. Right. He's only been an okay, but the media have beat him up like he's the best player ever, right?
And what if you're referring to that little radio station in Richmond as the media, you're wrong.
You look at any single radio station, they don't even say who won. They say Paddy Mills scored 5 points and got 2 assists.
That's because he's Australian.
Oh, they're putting in his own. Yeah, I know, but this is a massive thing, basketball. Why don't you talk about the guys who did something on the court?
Well,
anyway,
like Bainesy.
Well, don't get me started on Bainesy. and then, so this series has been fantastic, and to come off in this last game and do what he did from 3-point land and just drain it.
Tell me this, Luke, when did he score his points?
All credit to him.
When did he score his points?
What do you mean?
In Game 5, when did he score his points?
When did he score his points in Game 5?
Yep.
It was in like the third. Didn't he come on?
When the game was
on the line. That's what he's trying to say.
No, when the game was over.
Oh, so you reckon he scored
again
when the game was over?
The game was over.
So you think he's still a junk time machine?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
He was 0 for 4 in the first quarter.
So you're still just saying that
Spurs were down by 10 points.
So you're still saying he hasn't arrived yet. He's still a backup point guard.
He will sign on to a contract where he'll be a starting point guard.
And he'll get found out.
Exactly.
100%. All the people who want him to be a starting point guard, you're killing his career by doing that.
Look, he was a great defender. He really troubled the Heat Smalls.
Mm-hmm.
But if he goes to be a starter somewhere else, he will get found out massively.
He won't start anywhere. Basketball, over there, they're not as hooked on him as we are.
I struggle to see him nailing down a spot. He might be a placeholder for a rookie who they want coming through the system.
Look at the Dragon. He took so long to get hold that spot down because he was behind Nash. But he's such a better point guard than Mill. I agree with you.
If he has 2 good ankles,
I think that he's had a fantastic final series. But I think he's had a fantastic final series. I'll give him that credit. Mm-hmm. But I don't think that
it's great that he's hit the shots, but they're all in junk time.
Hard bunch to please around here.
I get upset by the Australian media.
Are you upset that he's now taking Gazy's role as a Spurs champion, Aussie champion?
You're never going to take Gazy's role. How about the fact that when they came out, how much was Australia hating the fact that when they all put flags around them because they're all from different countries, that Paddy had an Australian flag that he gave it to Bainesy because he didn't have a flag.
Who was born in New Zealand.
I might add. Yeah. And gave him the flag, and then he went and grabbed his Torres Strait Islander flag.
Uh-huh.
So he was walking around on the biggest stage in one of the biggest stages in American sport, wearing a Torres Strait Islander flag, not an Australian flag.
And all the Spurs fans thought it was Lithuanian or something, probably.
Yeah.
No, I don't know.
And Bainesy, who's from New Zealand, was wearing the Australian flag, so it was just the worst possible result for
Americans would be like, what is
our
that?
southern countries.
Is that like a Texas flag or something? There's countries outside of America. I didn't know that.
So it was hilarious, I thought.
Fossil of the fortnight, they've been very... the old fellas haven't been doing well lately, but Timmy Duncan...
TD.
Can't go past.
Should have won MVP.
Should he?
Yeah.
Just because you want him to win 3 in 3 decades?
No, just because he dominated the Heat forwards. Well, Black Ops forwards.
Forwards?
Exactly. He's still...
Kawhi Leonard was fantastic.
He was great defensively, but I don't think he deserved it as much as what Tim Duncan did.
3 championships in the last 3 decades. Well, 3 championships in 3 decades.
Insane,
That's pretty good.
Retire.
That's longevity.
Retire for the sake of every other team.
Yeah, this as well. I mean, that was always good.
Do you reckon he has a style?
Good sort of thing.
Does he's look even better the fact that the other guy's dressed up as Prince?
I'm more worried about Danny Green as
Danny
Prince.
Green's
I am. I'm really worried.
Just on Kawhi Leonard
it's a shocking
as his final MVP. He is the 3rd youngest person ever to be finals MVP. Can you name the other 2?
Young Kobe?
No. Correct. It was Magic Johnson, both of them.
Oh, really? Okay.
So Magic Johnson 20, Magic Johnson 22. And who did he knock out at the age of 22? Kawhi Leonard, who did he knock out from the 3rd spot? Duncan.
Oh, Timmy Duncan.
There you go.
Yeah. So that's basketball done for the year. Well, in America at least.
We've got the draft coming up.
We've still got the
Wigan Cup, whatever it is.
We'll do another installment of the funniest names from the draft.
100%.
Sure, that'd be a good one. See
Great
if anyone
one.
can top Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, who is my
That's
man.
Big name to...
My man. Anything else on basketball before you want to move on?
Oh, no, we'll move on for now.
Yeah.
So no shut it down for Paddy? No shut it down for Kawhi?
I think...
Or we'll save that for someone else?
Have you got someone else?
Well, yeah, we'll talk about it.
Let's talk about it and we'll discuss. They're on the plank. They're on the board.
We'll talk about the World Cup started, Luke, obviously. If you haven't noticed, I've been watching a couple of them.
Mm-hmm.
I am on I'm a walking zombie right now, to be honest.
Yeah.
I'm so tired. So tired.
Yeah, not loving it.
And just found out that Tour de France starts after the World Cup. So
Followed by?
Well, I don't usually stay up to watch Wimbledon. I'll watch it if
followed
it's
by?
Rafa, EJ Whitten Legends match.
Commonwealth Games.
Oh, stop it.
Yep.
Shut it down for the Commonwealth Games.
Yeah.
Do we get to fly to Glasgow? Is
I
there anyone out
fly us
there
to Glasgow.
who wants to take us to Glasgow, and we'll report on the judo?
But how about that for Eurosport? World Cup into a Tour de France. This could be a betting
Wimbledon?
thing.
Same thing every 4 years.
In a Wimbledon.
Yeah. Every 4 years is amazing.
Yeah. And also, well, if you want to go a few months after that, going into the Asian Cup of soccer will be here in Australia next year, and the World Cup of cricket will be here as well.
A lot of sport in our hands.
It's just all happening. But we'll talk about the World Cup. Now, obviously, you know I follow my football very intently, and you don't want to hear me waffle on about it. I want to hear what you guys, passive fans, and it's probably more so than Luke,
100%.
Thought about the Australia game and your reaction to the game and how you felt when you finished watching it, if you did watch it.
Okay, so this is how it went for me. I'm like, I'm just not going to watch this World Cup. I wasn't interested. I've been really into it in the past.
Well, 8 a.m. was a pretty good time.
Well, yeah,
Saturday
as I started up. So what happened was I was in bed.
Yep.
The game had started, and I hear from the living room my housemate.
Yep.
Start getting a bit excited.
Big fan.
I looked at the score and we kicked a goal. I'm like, I love the World Cup. I'm coming
So
out.
you missed the goal?
I missed the goal.
Really?
So I came out and I sat on the couch and I was jumping out of the sky. I couldn't sit still. I was so pumped. I was riding every bump. We were playing great football, I thought. I haven't called football this
Luke, this is the greatest episode ever. Yeah, keep going.
And we were attacking. I thought we were better than Chile, but we just haven't got that sort of polish at the end to sort of finish it off.
Yeah. Perfect analysis.
The one thing that I got annoyed at, and this is classic soccer, right? And that is Cahill went forward, got a tug of the old T-shirt, all hell breaks loose.
Yeah.
It's like, must be a penalty. They stop.
Yeah.
And the ball's there in the box for anyone to grab, and there are three other Australian...
Kick.
Yeah, kick. 3 other Australian players in the box, could be grabbed. 3 other Australian players there, and instead of going and trying getting a World Cup goal to your name, they all threw their hands up and climbed for a penalty.
Yeah.
And then Chile just walked it out. It's like, are you serious? Like, this is the World Cup, and they're going to sit there and complain about a penalty instead of going in and trying to kick a goal. I couldn't believe it, and that's when it lost me a little bit.
Well, I mean, that's 3 seconds of an incident out of 90 minutes of the game.
But you've got to take these chances.
Nitpicking a little bit.
No, you've got to take these chances. And then from there on, I stopped watching the World Cup, and then I finally got back into it. I think it was today when the TV was on in my office, and I was bored at work, so I started watching the USA Ghana match.
That was this morning, mate.
This morning, yeah.
I know you haven't been to bed for a week. But
I was at work at that stage, Sam. These games were on when I was at work.
Traditional rivals, and I know you think I'm joking, but they are rivals. The US. They've played. This is the 3rd World Cup in a row they've drawn each other.
That draw is the draw of death. Yes, today was the. Australia
group?
say that we're in the group of death, but they're in the group of death for sure.
Who?
Well, Ghana, USA, Germany, and Portugal.
Wow.
That is a much harder group than
that's
our
what
group.
ESPN say.
The way Portugal played, of course. The way Portugal played today, I think Algeria would probably topple them. But it's a tough group, I guess. But I'd say Spain and the Netherlands are obviously better than Portugal.
Yeah, but it's the weight of it. So they've got Ghana and America.
Yeah,
I'd say
Chile would probably beat Ghana.
Australia's in our group. You know what I mean? So, and they're nowhere near the quality.
I know what you mean. It will be a tough group, and whoever misses out, there will be quality teams. But that's good to hear, mate. So,
how am I going?
Were you satisfied with the way they tried and all that sort of stuff?
I've been, I was, as you could say, I was proud to be an Australian.
Yeah.
And to be corny as it is, they thought it was a classic Australian. All Australian supporters, I think we talked about this through the week, Sam. All Australian supporters want from their sport is people to try.
Yeah, I think
we don't care
too.
if we're the best. We don't care if you're good enough, or if you try, like in a class, like they say, you're Aussie spirit. You have that. That's all we care for. So they tried.
Yeah.
They didn't get the win, but they tried.
I was a bit worried at the start when they went 2-0 down, obviously really quickly. I didn't expect that, and I thought this could be horrible if we get slaughtered 7-0 or something, because the fans just won't even get it. Yeah. Most people turn off, but most people, you know how people are angry when you lose? They take it personally. They're like, how could you lose?
Yeah, how dare you?
On behalf of me.
Yeah.
But luckily, I'm really glad they tried hard and they got back into it and people were...
Where are we going to get a striker from, Sam? I'm looking to the next World Cup.
There's not many around. I mean, there's Adam Taggart on the bench, but even, you know, he's a bit green. He's never been tested at that sort of level.
Test him. Get him out
there. But he is an out-and-out striker.
Find the goal in him.
Obviously, Robbie Cruz is injured. Josh Kennedy's no good.
Josh Kennedy's my pick for the header.
No good. Not in the squad.
Yeah, I know.
But it was good, and they tried, and they didn't embarrass themselves.
Timmy Cahill should go down as one of the best Aussie sportsmen.
Well,
he's just steps up and steps up and steps up.
Couldn't happen to a nicer bloke. He actually is one of the nicest blokes you'll probably ever see interviewed or anything like that. He's very family conscious. He donates a lot of money to charity. He builds lots of houses and stadiums and stuff for his homeland and all that sort of stuff. So and his family builds some houses. Because he's Samoan, a big family ants, as you know.
Yeah, I thought you were saying because he's Samoan, he builds houses.
No. But he's very grounded, and for me, I wouldn't call myself a big Australian fan. I kind of never really associated with them in the past after certain things, and obviously 2006 I went for him, but after that it was like their fans really annoyed me.
You're speaking like the Australian media that annoyed me to me with Paddy. It's the same thing for you.
The players annoyed me. I didn't like the players. I didn't like Lucas Neal. I didn't like Harry Kuehl, etc., etc. I didn't like the coaches. But now Ange in charge, Millsy running around, James Troisi, I kind of like him again.
Ants?
What?
World Cup so far?
I think it's been fantastic. I haven't watched a full game yet.
Yeah.
But from the halves that I have watched, they've been outstanding quality, very attacking, high scoring. And I've actually enjoyed watching them.
More goals than South Africa already, Sam?
Yes. This time
4 years ago.
4 years ago, there was 18 goals. 4 draws, I think.
Yeah.
And this time is 37 goals, 0 draws. This was before this morning.
And was there a draw this morning?
Yeah. Iran and Nigeria went and stuffed it up for everyone and did a 0-0 this morning.
Oh, wow.
And Iran team got booed off by their fans. They were giving them the finger. They were everything.
It's amazing the difference between fans. The Iran fans are bullying and giving the finger, where the Japanese fans lose and they go and clean the stadium.
Yeah.
Did you hear about that?
And the Aussie fans lose 3-1 and they're like, good work, mate.
That last goal didn't go in. I wish it was a 2-1.
Yeah. That was a great
strike.
Oh man, that was great.
That's what I mean. They've got the polish.
You wouldn't see Australia's team score a goal like that. I don't think.
The only way they can get it is off Timmy's head. It's the only way they can.
Well, it's hard to argue that. It really is. That's why it's disappointing. I've loved the World Cup just quietly. This is honestly, and it's not just over the top exaggeration. It's one of the greatest starts of the tournament that I obviously ever know. And I'd love to know if people back in the 50s and the 70s think it is as well, because it's just incredible. There's big players stepping up. Benzema scored.
Messi scored.
Benzema scored 2. Van Persie scored 2. Neymar scored 2. Thomas Muller scored a hat-trick this morning. Messi, first goal in the World Cup he's ever scored. Monkeys off
After that, he did nothing.
He had a really bad game.
That was a stinker.
No, he did. He had a really bad game. The funny thing about Messi's goal was 5 minutes earlier he took a free kick and it ended up in the stands and they were jeering him.
Yeah. Wrote M or something like that.
Yeah, wrote Triple M.
Best goal so far? He's won, or is it that diving header?
RVP's was pretty crazy because I'm like, even he's like, I'm going to take this down here. And then he changed his body shape and just went, and to get that top spin on it that looped over the keeper was pretty. But that Messi goal, I mean, as I've mentioned before, Argentina don't have a connection with Messi as fans, and because they think he wants to be Spanish. Obviously, he's been in Spain since he was about 15, 16 years old, and just for his whole life. And they think that they see him dominate for Barcelona, and then he plays for Argentina, and he looks like running around, and they're just like, "Do you even care about us?" And then he stepped up and scored that goal. And I don't know if you heard the noise.
Was it amazing?
Oh, wow.
It was actually like they were physically taking a monkey off his back.
Oh, the cauldron
that would be
of noise.
Loud. Imagine trying to take a monkey off someone's back. You'd be screaming. People would be screaming like, monkey!
Because you got to remember, this was at the Maracanã, which is the most famous football stadium in the world that can fit 100,000 or whatever. But it was Argentina. Argentina's a hop, skip, and a jump from Brazil.
Mm.
So the whole crowd was either against Argentina or for them, and I'd say about 80,000 for them.
Yeah.
And when Messi scores a goal to put you 2-0 in front, it's just game on. So it was unbelievable. Shut it down. I was going to say, did you want to do Timmy Cahill for 3 goals in 3 successive World Cups?
And 4 goals all up on feet that not many soccer players have been able to do.
Well, funny, we were talking about how awesome 3 goals in 3 consecutive World Cups was, and then Clint Dempsey does it this morning. So it's just got another one to the list, but I don't know, what do you reckon?
How long's the list? Is it a big list?
It's Lothar Matthäus, I think. Closer, maybe Miroslav Closer.
Yeah, I reckon we give it to him.
I'm happy. I'm better than Paddy Mills.
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah.
Shut it down!
Oh,
Okay.
no.
No, it's right.
Shut it down! Let's go!
So that's Dirk telling Timmy Cahill to just shut it down. Shut it down. So Dirk's...
And he'd be coming out
Sorry,
soon, so.
sorry. Timmy's better than Paddy
100%.
at the moment, even though they lost.
Yes.
Yes.
Yep.
Do you know it was funny?
Playing
Random.
for our nation. Change.
Do you know it was
change
random
things.
that the Spurs went up 3-1 the same day Brazil won 3-1? Thiago Splitter, just Brazilian and Spurs. Isn't that
Had
a
a
bit
good
weird?
day. Had a good
Is that a
day.
bit weird? And you know, Italy won, and they got Bellinelli. Brazil won, and they got Splitter. France won, and they got Diao and Parker.
So Australia won?
And Argentina won, and they got Ginobili. And then Australia, Paddy Mills just ruined the whole thing.
Nah, I reckon.
America won. They got Duncan.
Yeah, well, yeah, America's won now. So
Yeah.
everyone in there, Matt Bonner.
Yeah. Bonner New Zealand didn't play.
Well, Bainesy and Mills.
And also Torres Strait Islands didn't play. So it's really no.
Yeah, that's true.
So World Cup.
Do you know what? Do you know what
kicking
state he's
goals.
actually born
Very
in,
much
Paddy
so.
Mills?
Canberra?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Represent.
That's for Adelaide Crows.
Yeah. From Canberra.
Does he really?
Yeah.
Yep.
Thought he was a Bombers fan.
Anyway,
Damn
too
it.
much Paddy talk.
I just wanted to mention as well, I don't know if this was around last time, but David Villa has agreed to go to the Melbourne City.
Yeah.
Was that around last time? Did we
don't
talk
know,
about that? No.
Because remember I was discussing and I was saying David Villa has decided to go to Melbourne City and they just talking like they've all been called Melbourne City for the last 2-3 years.
Yeah, I know.
I'm like, they just changed their whole club name and you're just acting like it was natural.
It's pretty funny. He's usually they got the stars at the end of their tenure. You know, Robbie Fowler and Dwight Yorke and that sort of stuff. But David Villa's playing the World Cup now.
Why is there a whale on their New Year logo?
It's the coat of arms of Melbourne.
Huh.
The coat of arms of Melbourne is red and white, and it has those 4 pictures. Can I just say, Manchester City know how to do things right. I mean, that logo looks pretty cool.
Yeah, it's a cool logo.
The way they release the news and the way they release everything just in sync, perfect. The old Melbourne Heart. I mean, they unveiled Harry Kewell in his kitchen in London. He took a photo of him holding up the shirt with his fridge behind it.
Yeah.
Now David Villa is standing in front of the sponsors board. They've got the shirt printed up already. They've got the new logos out. They're selling they're really good.
Now, Sam, as you know, I'm a massive, massive Man City supporter, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Does this mean I have to now go for Melbourne City?
I don't think so.
I like their colours. I like their uniform.
I think you can go for both.
I can't. I have to choose one.
It's really
I've
weird.
been Melbourne victory this whole
Have you?
time.
Yeah.
I've been to games. I've been to lots of games, Sam. Actually.
Yeah.
compared
Went
to
to
most-
an away game.
You have
I have been to an away game. Was it Adelaide away or Sydney away we went to?
That good, was it?
Sydney away. Yeah,
Sydney away.
It's really weird. Like, it's the old argument between, okay, you can see it's awesome if you're a Heart fan, because now you got money, you're just going to get given whatever players you want. You're going to get given everything you want. But on the same token, it's like, your identity's gone. You're basically one guy over in London.
What identity do they have? They've
I
been
know,
here 3
I know,
years.
but
3 years? 4 years?
But now the fans cannot influence the club at all. There's one guy who's stationed in England who it's just his play toy, and he can do what he can make it disappear tomorrow if he wants. So the connection with the fans is going to be weird, because the kind of fan that they're going to pick up now will be the Socceroos fan who, as soon as they lose, it'll be like stupid sport anyway.
Yeah.
It'll be those fans.
Yeah.
So how are they going to grow as a tight-knit community sort of thing? That's the only worry, is they'll be a bit soulless sort of thing.
But
But
say that they were no good, and their supporters, they have
Yeah.
no supporters, and they
I
know
agree.
things. So it's once again, it's much like Melbourne United. They had to try something
Yeah,
to
that's
save
true.
themselves. And
Look,
this is a big start.
Melbourne Hearts should thank their lucky stars every single day they wake up that these guys came in to board them out, because I'm serious, it would have been very grim.
It's getting messy.
Very, very grim.
So
So yeah, that was. Thanks for letting me talk about soccer. Good blokes.
So Villiers there for 10 games.
Yeah, 10 games. So again,
It's qualify for finals.
Again, it's awesome that he's there, but you're leaning towards your club becoming just kind of this circus sort of thing. So it's just trying to find a balance between that. Guest stints have never worked in the A-League. Sydney have done it a lot of times, and it's kind of cool. And then as soon as they leave, it's like don't even remember it happened.
Yeah.
So that's going to be the problem. Is you're going to get players 5 home games. You're going to get people with 5 home games. Sweet.
Mm-hmm.
What happens when he leaves? That's the worry. Is you'd go watch Allen Iverson for 5 games. You
100%.
After he left.
Wouldn't go.
Would you go watch Daryl Corletto?
Nah.
Exactly.
They got signed a new point guard, actually, the man.
Corletto.
Was it Corletto?
Yeah. Trying to win the
Never
Tigers.
heard of him before.
Trying to win the Tigers fans back. He's the old Tigers player.
Oh,
Anyway.
okay.
He went to New Zealand or something anyway.
Yeah. Anyway, moving on. State of Origin answers tomorrow.
Yes, it is.
Who's going to win?
Are you hating it like everything you hate in rugby, or
I'm not as psyched about it as what I normally would
really?
be.
I knew you'd be
Yeah.
negative. You're so
Is
negative.
it still the fact that that you could have been playing in this
No,
game?
so they got nothing to do. Well,
Okay.
if I did, I'd be playing for New Zealand, so it doesn't really make
Yeah,
a
true.
difference. But what are we talking about? Just who's going to win?
Who's going to win?
Oh yeah.
What are you excited
Queensland.
about?
Queensland will win tomorrow
Okay.
against all
They're
odds.
very undermanned.
Very undermanned. The
You
back's
think
against
they'll
the
still get up?
wall. I don't think
Do you
New
reckon
South
that
Wales.
origin spirit?
No, whatever that is.
Will the voiceover guy get a good run tomorrow night?
Voiceover guy.
Origin spirit.
Raps or
No, just how they always do those epic intros.
Is
Yeah.
Phil Gould going to walk along the ground with the camera
Yeah,
following
I
him,
like
having
that.
a big speech? That's my favourite part
I
of
like
Origin. When he does this, this is what it's
I
about.
don't know if that's
This
off
is
the
Origin.
cuff or
This is
if
Origin.
it's scripted.
He's playing.
It's just the same stuff every year.
But no, it's not. It's completely
Nah, it's
different.
completely different every year. It's one of my favourite bits when he tells the story when he walks along the
Yeah.
boundary line.
And he tells it so well.
Yeah.
But I don't think it's gonna be anywhere near the kind of game it was 2 weeks ago.
Because it just hasn't got the best players in it anymore.
Hasn't got the best players. Everyone's still battered and bruised.
Uh-huh.
And the Sydney ground is a lot slower than what the Suncorp Stadium is.
And Sydney crowds are no good.
Sydney crowds are no good, so I
Yeah.
don't think it'll be a salad either, even though
Really? That is so Sydney.
they're poor up there. They're
That
very
is-
poor.
Oh, yeah.
How about this for Sydney? I heard the other day. So people say, sorry to segue from singing in the footy a little bit, but Buddy Franklin, they said wasn't.
Hansen's Rugby Hour always gets hijacked by something
Am I
else.
saying crazy? This
Snapchat or
is coming.
something.
This is coming back to rugby. I swear it's coming back to rugby. On the weekend, he played against Port, big game, right?
Mm.
They had their biggest crowd in a long time. It was about 40,000 right there for a game of AFL in Sydney,
Yeah.
which is huge when you think about it. And that shows that the Buddy idea has worked because he's putting on a show and they only are going there to watch him play. But at the same time that was on, across the bridge was the team that finished. Who made the grand final last year in the NRL?
The Bulldogs.
And
Doggies, bro.
And Manly.
was it Manly were playing same night.
No, Roosters. And,
Roosters.
Yeah.
Roosters are playing same
Roosters,
night.
yeah.
8,000 people.
Yeah.
What's the go there?
Was it really 8,000?
Yeah.
I
8,000
don't know.
people compared to 40,000 that were watching
Rugby league-
Sydney play.
Crowds are always very poor for whatever reason. Whether it be
Yeah,
the
they
weather
are, aren't they? Yeah.
or whoever's playing.
I think there's not a new generation of fans coming through. I think most I don't know, I'm just guessing. I think most rugby league hardcore fans these days are just the guys who've grown up and they're probably about
Yeah.
late 30s
And
now.
From what I heard, ticket prices up there aren't exactly cheap either. And obviously with the Sydney public
Really?
transport, it's not easy to get around.
Could it have something to do with the majority or a lot of teams being in Sydney? And Sydney fans are really fickle.
They are.
They won't turn up to something unless it's played in their
They-
front lawn.
They do need to move a team, but what team it is, I reckon it's going to be
Tasmania.
No, not
Cinema
Tasmania.
Tassie.
Adelaide
No,
Rams.
Merge with North.
Merge with North. That could work. They
What,
an
a
AFL
hybrid
Yeah.
AFL rugby league team.
If you had a hybrid AFL rugby league team, would they win more rugby games or AFL games?
Who are they playing?
Against like if they went and played an AFL game against an AFL team or a rugby game against a rugby team?
I'd say probably AFL.
Reckon they win more AFL
They'd get a
games?
wet day in Tassie that is about they'd win 43-40, I think.
You reckon that AFL players will be able to play rugby?
No, I reckon they'd get injured.
Yeah, they haven't got the potties for it, have they? Or the
Yeah.
brains.
All the brains. So yeah, we'll be looking at that, mate, tomorrow. Any tips for the bets? Anything for
Darius
bets?
Boyd, first try? No.
Oh,
No.
yeah.
Just joking. Probably
That's Reese's bet for the last
Every
18
time,
years.
every
Yeah,
time.
even before he was born.
What about penalty try?
Penalty try.
Always a cheeky bet.
Gordo always
happen.
bets on penalty try. $51,
Never
is it?
$51.
Yeah.
Why would it happen?
It's just ridiculous.
Happened in the 96
It's
grand
very-
final, didn't it? Melbourne Storm. Cameron Smith got one.
99 grand
Oh,
final.
99, sorry. Yeah.
I could have eaten my hat then.
No. So that's once in, how long is that? 15 years?
So
That's probably
So
happened.
it's due.
It is due. If you
Well,
want to go on
out there,
it.
get on it. Penalty try, 51-1, easy money.
Fair enough.
All right, Daniel Tupou first try, and it'll either be the winning margin will be 1 point or a draw.
to
draw.
anyone. To anyone.
What happens then? Sack race?
It'll be a golden point
Okay. What happens then?
if they keep playing until someone wins.
Dance off
Let's
in the
keep playing
club.
until someone kicks a goal from
Yeah.
50.
Dance off. Hey, do you want to talk about the Wallabies? How are they going
What do
against
you want to
France?
talk about? The-
Against France? All I
why?
want to know is Jimmy O'Connor back in the team.
No, he's signed on for Toulon.
Oh,
So
yeah, France?
Yeah, he's not coming back anytime soon, poor
Yeah,
guy.
yeah.
Now, I heard it was an absolute snooze fest.
Well, if you call, it might as well.
One
it was
score.
Oh, the Eddie had one.
Yeah.
Because the one the week before was 50 to
It was
20.
a scoreline
Mm.
of a soccer game, pretty much. 6-0.
6-0.
6-0. So
Really?
2 penalty goals.
Really?
For the
Wow.
whole
Two
match.
penalty goals. That's
At
it.
Etihad Stadium, where it barely filled up. It didn't even fill up. They closed off the top level,
Really?
so there was no fans on the
What
top
would the
level.
crowd be like, do you reckon? Like, what was it?
As
Like
in the
20?
attendance, I 30 maybe 30
Really?
mid
Oh,
30s.
okay. Yeah.
But I've always harped on about this. You cannot play a rectangular sport at
mud.
Etihad.
No, you
mud.
can't.
It is
Oh, it's
disgusting.
Yeah, it's no
Whether
good.
it be soccer, rugby union, or rugby league,
Agreed,
you have
mate.
to play it at Amy, regardless.
They're getting the
of
numbers that would fill Amy. So why not play it there?
for
The
commercial.
Rebels or the Storm would probably have it that night, wouldn't they?
No, I
Or-
didn't have it on
Oh, okay.
Saturday.
Yeah,
So
okay.
I don't.
It'd be some deal. I think Eddie had deals. Victory
Yeah,
only
it'll be
play
a
there
deal.
because the deal they got with Eddie
Yeah.
is so ridiculous that they can get one.
Etihad Stadium.
They can get one person. Victory can get one person there, and they'll make money.
Yeah.
If they play at Amy Park, they're going to get 16,000 to break even. So that's why
Etihad
Victory.
Stadium is one of the best deal makers. They've made so many sweet deals.
And no one wants to be there.
No one
Not
likes
any.
it.
The fans don't want to be there. I mean, no, the clubs don't want to be there.
They tried to make a smaller stadium, but they made it too big.
Hey, have you noticed?
They need
just,
another stadium for AFL. They need a stadium that holds less.
I agree.
A 20,000, 25,000, maybe 30 max stadium.
Mm.
You know what I mean? But that's
Like
what they tried to do with
like a
Etihad
Geelong.
Stadium.
Geelong
Yeah.
Simmons Stadium
Yeah,
sort of thing.
and that's what they tried to do with Etihad Stadium. Say, we'll make a smaller one here, but
Yeah.
no, didn't.
I was
it's
just
not
going to say,
tricky.
is it me or is every game of AFL you're watching at the moment have half-empty stands?
Yeah.
I've noticed that. Like,
It's
even,
like going to the game.
I saw the other
Yeah,
day,
it's too expensive to go to sport these days. They
the
make
other
it too
day,
expensive.
but it's just happened like that. Like, it's just bang. And the other day, Collingwood were playing Bulldogs, and I was watching that, and that was half-empty, and that's Collingwood.
Mm.
And then you flick over to Essendon Melbourne, and that's Essendon.
I was
And there
there.
was 8 people there. Oh, Ants plus 7 people there.
Collingwood's
And, it's,
Collingwood's lowest game in a long time.
and,
Nice
I, and I know the times were rubbish, but
Whatever.
First thing the Times need to do to sort the games out for AFL is every week it's 3:20. Oh, next week 3:40. Next week 3:19. Next week 3:70.
yeah.
Just have structured times. I know the TV rights. I mean,
Yeah.
the thing is, that how can they keep coming out and saying why aren't people coming to games when they're not even caring about the games? They're caring about the television.
Yeah. The thinking is that if these people give so much money to them,
Yeah.
you're kind of like, oh, I don't
You gotta
want to
bend
tell
over
them no.
Yeah.
You know, because
But, like,
what if
then
they
just-
take the money out?
But then stop complaining about no one going to the game if you're going to
I know.
focus on television.
They need to put that TV money and invest it in things like free Wi-Fi at the
Mhm.
stadiums, like
But that's the
something to
thing,
get people.
AFL
in,
don't
you know.
own those stadiums.
They don't.
can't.
That's the
Yeah,
problem.
that's true. And the MCC is run by a bunch of 80-year-old
Yeah,
blokes.
who wouldn't even have a phone.
It's like your bowls club. They
Yeah.
just have a monopoly on the whole place.
And they've got to buy Etihad Stadium. They can't wait till 2025 to buy it for $1. They can't. They have to buy it now. 'Cause clubs aren't surviving.
Should we get things to get around now? Or
Um,
you got anything else you want to talk about?
we didn't really cover AFL.
Or is there much
What's
going
there to
on?
talk about?
No,
Just the drug stuff.
the drug stuff.
Oh,
Who
yeah.
cares about talking
And
about
it's
that?
times like that I'm glad the World Cup's on. I can't stand listening
And
to
do you know
that
what?
stuff.
Do you know what it is?
Whatever
It's-
will happen, will happen.
And no one cares anymore. And I love
Yeah.
I love about that drug stuff is that every other club's president and things are coming out and saying, "Shut up, Essendon,"
Yeah.
and just cop it.
Just
cop
cop
your punishment.
Who's in the wrong? Are we going to say AFL or
No,
Asada
Essendon's in the
or
wrong.
Essendon in the wrong?
Essendon in the
I
wrong.
think it's a bit of a shambles there.
But the problem is, everyone's worried about the players because they've done nothing wrong. Essendon have screwed the players over, not giving stuff, and they don't know what it is. And then Stephen Tate knew what it was, but he's not telling anyone. So they probably have taken something wrong, and then now Asada are even looking after him, saying, just cop it on the chin, and we'll give you 6 months, and you're back next year playing football. But if you're not going to do that, you're going to argue and you're going to lose, and you're going to end up dragging this out for 5 years. If you're an AFL player, Sam, you got to either take 6 months, or you can get it dragged out. The same thing being dragged out for the next 5 years, and still might get suspended. What would you do?
Oh, mate, I don't know. I know what you mean. I know exactly what you mean.
I don't like Vossi, but Vossi came out and said
but
that
the problem is, I don't know.
Months.
Like, they could legitimately think they're
Innocent. If you think you're innocent.
And there's something noble about that, taking a stand.
But they don't know what they talk. It's not that they're innocent. They just don't know if they're guilty or not.
I know. Yeah, the whole thing's just mud.
Yep.
The whole thing's just rubbish.
It's got to go. And even like you can hear our voices when we're talking about it now. It's just like,
no good.
So drained by it.
It's just no good. We'll talk about just quickly, at the start of the season, we predicted which coaches would get sacked.
Yeah, I know why you.
I said Hardwick, you said Moldhouse, you said one of the Scots.
Did North Melbourne Scott.
The one with the face that everyone wants to punch.
Yeah,
it's both of them.
The same face.
It is the same face. They're just salty.
Two faces.
They are salty all the time, those guys. You still reckon Hardwick's odds on?
I reckon you're winning at the moment, but he's just made an
I reckon
extension.
if Carlton lost that game to Adelaide, Mick would have been gone.
Really?
Yeah.
Uncle Mick.
And you've got Mick, haven't you?
Yeah.
I still reckon.
I reckon he's safe.
In saying that, Hardwick has just signed on. Mick's Mick, right?
And they'd have to pay him out $8
and
billion.
North are expected to make top 4 this year. So they were. North Melbourne they think they're awesome. So if North miss out on the 8, which there is a possibility they still could, I'm in the box there.
Okay. Well, maybe we'll visit at the end. Will no coach get sacked? That could be a first for a while.
Nah, someone gets sacked.
Someone has to.
Brendan McCartney. No, they had a win last week, thankfully. They were circling a little bit.
He's on an extension as well.
No, they were circling a little bit, and then they just bobbed up and beat Collingwood.
How good? Have you seen the interviews done with the new Hawthorn coach who's been filling in?
Yes.
Have you seen how happy?
What's his name? Brendan
Bolt.
It is one of the funniest things you can ever do is watch an interview by Brendan Bolt, and we're just like, oh, it's just fantastic, isn't it?
Yeah.
How good footy. I just love playing footy.
Emotion.
It's so exciting.
That reminds me of an awesome tweet I saw on Twitter. Credit to Liam Carolyn, one of the guys I know. He said Brendan Bolton's just a grown-up Butters from South Park.
Yeah.
And he basically is.
He
is. He just sits there and
he's
he's
just
so
excited about everything.
Unaware of what's going on.
Yeah, like you just has no care. Oh, how good's footy?
Yeah.
You see that without
I
it?
know.
We'll see how he goes after this.
Talk to me in 5 years, mate.
Get around Buddy too. He's just doing amazing stuff at the moment.
Yes. Yeah. Worth every penny.
Worth every penny he's spending. He is back to his best.
And I don't think we can ever forget that his name's actually Lance.
Lance, for sure.
That doesn't get enough of a run, I don't think.
Quickly, Dermot, he still has the belt. I haven't seen anyone come up yet.
No one's done anything to win it off Dermy.
It's been a pretty good time for sport at the moment.
He's just been knocking opponents out of the park. I mean, he's just so consistent.
So consistently.
Week in, week out, just flog behaviour. And with as long as the footy season continues, I can't see Dermy dropping the belt for a long time.
Dermot.
Summer.
Make sure you call him by
his name's Dermot, for God's sake. In the summer.
Mad Jack Door.
Why?
Haven't you heard the news?
What? Didn't that happen like
7 years ago? Being brought up again.
Yeah.
Now
becomes famous. Obviously.
Things come out of the work when you're famous.
Although he's probably not exactly on LeBron money.
The thing is, though, the question to ask yourself: who would ever turn down Mad Jack Door? Have you seen his rig? Like, don't even act like. Don't ever act like you're saying that.
I'd rather we don't not want to get
into that
because
it's not about anything, and it could be perfectly fine.
Yeah. Yeah, fair enough. Get Dinkers, we get around now.
Let's do it.
Jump into them. 53 minutes already.
Yeah, World Cup.
Yeah.
I've only got a couple.
Yeah, I haven't got many Get Dinkers.
I've got a few. Smash through.
Much more informative session, Studio 7 than Gags session this time. Last time we had nothing, we just went Gags.
Sport dictates it.
Sport dictates the show.
There's... All right, get Dinkums and get around.
Can I start, Sam?
Week 34.
Straight
I was
into
just
it.
going to explain to everyone that
Do it.
get Dinkum is something good that we like, and get no, I got that around the wrong way.
Mm.
Get Dinkum is something bad that we don't like, and we want to talk about. And get around is something good, Luke. So yes, you can definitely start. Of
I'd
course,
like
mate.
to give you again, Dickham.
Awesome.
To start.
Really?
Yourself, Sam.
What have I
Now,
done?
back in when we were playing fantasy footy, I think it might have been. What was your name in fantasy footy?
Oh,
NFL.
NFL.
Free Hernandez.
Free
Hashtag Free Hernandez.
And what was the picture?
A selfie of Aaron Hernandez holding a revolver.
Yep. Looked much like this.
Yeah.
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 It has now come to grips that this photo, that revolver, is actually the weapon you used to murder the person. So you're a criminal, Sam. You have had that picture up this whole time thinking it was funny, and that
I
gun
know.
was used to murder a human being.
I actually also tweeted that the other day with the hashtag no makeup selfie. So
Mm.
am I going to
And now you're making fun of the poor guy.
Am I going to hell?
So yeah, Hernandez. Yeah, he's that gun was apparently the gun.
God, he's Aaron Hernandez, mate. What is he doing?
What
is he doing?
So Sam, get Dinkin, mate, for
I-
just going against the law like that.
If I've offended anyone with my 8-team league fantasy name, then I do apologise. I would like to be let it known that do not strip me of the title.
Yeah.
I was, I thought it.
I think it might be stripping time.
No,
I
no.
get it.
I
It'd
don't
be
think
hard
so.
with him being the commissioner.
Mm.
So
Yes, that's how it works, mate.
All right, Sam. What
No
do you got?
chance. Look, I'm going to get around. Have you guys seen any of the Nike football ads for the World Cup? There's two of
Not
them.
yet.
Yeah, I think so.
I heard good things.
Have you seen the Winner Stays On one where the kids are playing out in the park and he goes, I'm Ronaldo, and he
Yeah.
turns into Ronaldo? Good one, huh? The new one is, and Luke, you'll have to watch it when you get a chance, 5.5 minutes. It's like
Whoa.
a cartoon thing.
Okay.
it's a long time.
Like a long time.
It features LeBron, though, so if you can
I'm
watch
in.
it just because of that, I'll lay it down for you. It's in a world where he doesn't like footballs because they take too many risks.
Mhm.
You know, they try to do spin moves and shoot from distance. There's too many risks, so he invents clones
Mhm.
that have no risk. So all they do is just 100%. So games become so boring because it's just so regimented and no one ends up going to the game. And then he goes, "We'll play you we'll play the clones in a game, and the winner, disappears forever."
Yeah.
Anyway, the team is Ibrahimovic,
Superstars.
Ronaldo,
Yeah.
Neymar, Iniesta, all that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
Anyway, I just want to mention the first one, The Winner Stays On, 78 million views,
Wow.
and the Nike football
That's
one.
nearly as much as Hawking falling down the thing with a hot dog in his hand.
And Nike and the Risk Everything one that came out last week, so in 7 days, 46 million views just ticked
Jeez.
over. So get around Nike football and their ads like
Getting
that.
the job done.
If you can
You know what, they're
generate,
going to get one more view now. I'm going to go have a look at them.
Yeah.
Gee, that's over 100.
I might watch it again.
That's
Do it, man.
that's 1.1 billion views combined for 2 videos.
Yeah.
That's like our podcast. It's
Great
like
marketing right
That
there.
is definitely like our podcast.
we had episode 23. We hit I think the 30 million mark, and
Yeah.
we're like, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
We thought that was pretty good, but yeah, these guys are hitting 78 million
Jesus,
consistently.
they're really
so
blowing us out of the water.
get around Nike. Lucky they don't do a sports broadcast from their lounge room, because
Yeah.
then we'd be
A little bit of
we'd be
competition.
out of business.
We definitely will be
A little-
talking about it. How do they compare to the Schwarzer ads?
I have that on one of my Get Dinkum. Is that yours as well?
No, but I'm just segueing into it.
Well, I Get Dinkum is, now that you mentioned it,
Yep.
what is he doing?
What is he doing?
First of
He
all,
was a superstar of Australian soccer, and now he has brought himself
how
into an inside-out
awkward,
beanie.
how awkward are they?
Oh,
Are
they're
they so
bad.
awkward?
They're so bad.
Okay, first of all, why do people do these ads? To boost their profile.
Money,
okay.
money, money, money.
He doesn't really need to boost his profile because he doesn't play in Australia.
Yeah.
Everyone knows who he is.
Yeah.
Okay, for money,
Yeah.
Doesn't
plays
need
for
the money.
Chelsea.
Doesn't need the
He plays
money.
for Chelsea. He doesn't
need
need any money. Okay, he's got a great personality and people want him. No, he doesn't have a great personality.
Nah.
What is he doing? I saw one the other day. He's standing in front of a TV and he's in his yellow pajamas with face paint singing the national
Yeah.
anthem.
The thing I
How
don't get,
embarrassing is that
I don't
for
think
one of
that-
the greatest ever Socceroos who's ever played?
probably the greatest. And the,
You could definitely
he's
say
saying-
he's the greatest.
And the thing about him is that what is the thing? Then he turns his hat inside out and becomes a Brazilian supporter. I don't get that part. Like, it's just like, mate, you were playing for this team. You can't now
That's-
change to Brazil.
That is great
Um,
call, Luke. Those ads are putrid, putrid. And because it's betting company, I mean, geez, the betting war's getting crazy over the World Cup, isn't it? It's just left, right, and centre. There's ads for betting.
If you bet on this and he takes 5 steps before he kicks a goal, you get your money back.
It's ridiculous. It's basically just get your money back for absolutely everything.
I don't know how they make money.
Well, they make money
on
their account customers, wouldn't it? Like the big dudes on credit
still
dropping 10k on those sort of things.
Me, whatever.
Just you?
Yeah, 10k per bet.
Yeah, that's big money.
Get Dinker Mark Schwarzer.
And
get around Nike.
Get around Nike. I'm jumping sports. We'll bring it back to soccer. We know that'll be the main talk.
I got heaps.
I'm going to basketball, and J.R. Smith has given Carmelo the ultimate punishment if he decides to leave and go play for the Heat. J.R. Smith says he won't talk to him anymore.
Oh no.
J.R. Smith.
He's not going to talk to him anymore.
Yep.
So J.R. Smith kept thinking, mate, you're an idiot.
I imagine he'll break that rule when J.R. Smith's out of the league and irrelevant and can't get into nightclubs.
True.
I know Mello. I know Mello, guys.
Yeah.
I know Mello.
Look at my tats.
Ant, you got anything, mate?
Yeah, over to New Zealand. The New Zealand All Blacks were playing the England, I don't know, whatever they're called.
The Roses or something?
And
Lions?
Maybe.
I think they're
Lions.
Lions.
I think they're the British Lions.
I think they're Roses.
I
think you're right with the Roses.
Anyway, security guards these days, you see them hanging around, sitting around the fences, not doing much work.
Yeah.
And you think, what are they getting paid for? We don't need security guards. Streaker comes on. The streaker comes on.
Actual streaker or you have clothes on?
He was fully nude.
Really?
Full naked.
Runs for a good 60 metres. So the security
fit.
guards, he's not the guy from last year, the
State
of Origin.
What's his name?
Big
Waddy Holm.
Nothing like that, guys. He's got a bit of. He's more trimmed than Waddy. And the security guard comes out of nowhere.
So good.
Absolutely pulverizes this guy into the ground.
Him so hard.
Gets him to the ground, pulls him up by his neck, puts him into a chokehold, and then just drags him off by his neck.
One of the best hits.
If you're a streaker, you are an idiot for doing that in the first place, and you deserve to get absolutely annihilated. The way that this guy did, get around.
It was like it came from behind, and it was just like whiplash. Wasn't it?
He would be so sore. It'd be luckily he didn't.
Surely there's a
I think I tagged out
health and safety sort of.
This guy shouldn't be streaking. It's player safety.
Yeah, true. But I love.
What if he had a knife? Could have had a knife tucked away under his.
I know. I love that it's just like the security guards. Their one time to shine. They're like, I'm gonna belt this guy so hard.
He full on got Superman sideways. Like,
I'd like to see the run up to this guy.
He would have been
so much speed on him.
Do you reckon they chat about
Do
it?
yourself a favour, Sam, and go watch this.
Yeah, I haven't watched it.
Do it.
I see those headlines saying greatest video ever, and I'm like, I've been sucked in.
This is really good.
I'm not going to watch it.
I wouldn't say greatest, but it's probably best video ever.
Okay.
Sam, now I'm going to say that this is a get around, but that's with no knowledge of it at all. Okay, so I'm going very, very uneducated about this, but the goal line technology in the soccer is get around that.
Yeah.
Because I think it's fantastic.
Yeah,
the way they
it worked yesterday.
Is it accurate?
I think so, yeah.
So accurate. And the way it was so quickly, that shot was taken.
Yeah.
And the game continued, and the umpire goes, "Poop, no, goal."
Yeah,
Straight to the ear. That was a goal.
It wasn't a score review.
Yeah.
Looks at the crowd.
I think it hit the post.
I think it hit the post, but I'm unsure. Okay.
It's 8 different views.
It's like flick, 10 minutes go by.
Nick,
umpire.
move away, Nick. We're doing the score review. Yeah, I know what you mean.
No,
it's good.
I think it was really good. I think it's get around that, and AFL take note.
Can I add something to that? Have you seen the magic spray at free kicks?
I've got that.
Okay, sorry, yeah.
So the shaving cream you're talking about.
Yeah.
So this is one of the dumbest things I've ever seen.
It's great. It really is great. So let me get this right. When they have a shot, like a penalty, not a free kick, free kick. They draw a circle around the ball and then a line. Oh no, they don't draw.
Well, they draw like 10 feet.
They put like a line.
Yeah, and then they have to be 10 feet away from that line.
Yeah.
So they draw a line 10 feet away from it and say stand behind this line.
Mm-hmm.
Control your game.
No, because honestly, you know what happens is
they creep up.
And we do it. You do it on a Sunday. As soon as they walk away, you walk up.
Yeah. Well, what's the difference?
And then he comes back. You know what it is? He comes back and he says, "Get back," and you go, "Okay," and then he turns and you go forward and he goes, "Get back," and 5 minutes has gone and you haven't even kicked the ball.
Okay, what about the fact that in Australia you stand the man the mark and you're on the mark and you don't move forward? Like, why can't they just tell them not to move forward and they don't move forward?
Because they just
Control your players.
They do.
Control the game. I think it's ridiculous.
I think it's great.
It's so, like, we're at the point now, in a grown
It's
adult
awesome.
world competition, they have to step out 12 feet and make a line of where they can
It's
stand for
also
everything.
because the other opposition players get in the wall as
Mm.
well to disrupt them, and they're always pushing them, left, right, and so trying to push them back, trying to push them forward, and all that sort of stuff. And they've got a line here, and the guys have run out of ideas. They're like, we just have to stand here now, and that's great. I reckon it's great.
Nah.
I think it's awesome.
like it.
I think you should be able to control
The
your
problem is it's
bad form from the players that's got to this that they do it.
It's the death of a great Sunday League trick of sneaking up after the ref's turned his back.
Yeah.
Just wandering up and just going. AFL players do it as well. I've seen them. They like if someone's having a shot at goal, soon as he turns his back, he'll go up a couple of meters and just stand there. Everyone does
So
it.
the umpire tells you to come back and he comes back. Like,
No, but the umpire doesn't know. The umpire's turn around.
Nah, I'm saying get Dinkum to it.
I saw one of the refs mark out the line, and the guy in the wall was
Tried to rub it out.
No, he was standing
Oh.
in front of the line, and the ref says, "Get back," and he wasn't getting back, so he just sprayed over his boots. Come on, mate. $250 worth of
I
boots.
saw one. I saw one the other day, and he sprayed over it. And as soon as the ref turned his back, the guy's trying to rub it out on the pitch. I'm like, come on, man, you can't do that. I reckon it's awesome. I really like it.
Great idea.
Get around Rafa Nadal,
He's a freak.
who won the French Open. And the only reason I mention this is it takes his Grand Slams up to, what is it? 15
3 off
now, I
Federer. 3 off Federer.
think it's 15
Best
and
French
Federer's
Open player
17.
ever.
And Federer's 17. So you probably assume that Rafa will catch him, do you think?
There's a lot of good tennis
I
players out
think
there at
they
the
will.
moment.
Yeah,
I think
Probably
he
get
will.
there because
But-
it's still the French Open and he'll keep winning the French
Well,
Open.
it's hard to see Roger winning anything from now.
Well, speaking of that, I've got to get around Roger because Roger has won so much now. He was in a semi-final match on the weekend in like just a mini tournament, sort of those where it's 2 setters instead of
Just
3
a warm
setters.
up.
A warm-upper, and he won the match in a tie-break and didn't realise it and went back to keep serving. So he won the point, the crowd went up, he just get a big fist pump, walked back, asked for his towel, got the towel, wiped his face. The other players walked to the net and he's waiting to shake hands. Roger turns around, asks for 2 tennis balls and ready to serve, and he goes, oh shit, I won the game. So Roger just wins so much that he doesn't even realise that he's won.
Do you realise Rafa's 28? No, he's still got about
Pretty
6
young.
years
The
to
only thing that's
go.
going to stop him is injuries.
And that's exactly right. But he's sorry, what was I going to say? Career record. Can you imagine having this? And I assume it's more now. 699 wins, 136 losses, 83.71%.
He's only lost one match in the last 9 years or something at the French Open.
Freakish. Absolutely
Yeah,
freakish.
that's ridiculous.
So he's got 1, 2, 3, 4,
French Open though.
8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 Grand Slams it's got here. Gold medal at the Olympic Games in 2008. Won the Davis Cup
Is that
4
something-
times.
Does Roger won at the Olympics?
Yeah, I think he
Yeah,
did.
yeah.
I think he did, yeah. Just unbelievable. Highest rank, 26 in doubles. That's pretty good.
It's probably the
Won
blood
eight,
on his
he's won
resume.
eight titles in doubles, by the way. So just get around Rafa Nadal. He's going to go down as one of the all-time greats,
Yeah.
if not the
I
all-time great.
reckon the all-time great.
Get around someone that I give a lot of flack to a little bit, but it's more
Joe
of a
Flacco.
is Jonathan Brown. I've always claimed he's been a bit overrated for the last probably 10 years. But got done again in the head.
Yeah.
What should he do? Should he retire or should he keep going? What do you reckon?
I think he
Play out
should
the
retire just because he's no good.
Yeah.
I don't really care about his
Well,
head,
Brisbane lost the game after he went off.
but I'm pretty sure he's just no good anymore.
Well, I don't think he's up to it anymore either, but like, how can a man get hit in the head that many times?
How many
He's-
times has it been?
Well, he's got plates all through his face. He's actually cannot feel the bottom of his mouth. It's numb.
Yeah.
It's permanently numb. Like when you have like pins and needles, you touch
Yeah.
the skin, you can't feel it. That's what he has permanently in his bottom half of his mouth. And then he comes out, he gets hit in the head again, and gets knocked out unconscious. Like, dude, give it up.
I know.
You've got to stop, mate.
Do you remember when he got hit by a car and he was all right?
Yeah, that's why.
Yeah. Yeah, he's just it's just a stage now where you're a good player, mate. But you've just got to stop playing. Like,
So is that a get thinking?
it's a get around him just because it's going to be the end of it.
Maybe he might retire. Maybe
I think
he
he
will.
should. I
Maybe
think he should.
maybe it's on the cards. Hey, get around something that got announced yesterday, I believe. Answers man Reggie Bush on Sunrise. Did you see that?
No, I didn't see it. I saw him do a promo up.
Yeah.
For the State of Origin.
This
right?
is good news. Channel 7 got NFL now.
Yes.
That's
so
fantastic.
They'll be
news.
showing 3 or 4 games back to back, just bang, 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 on Monday.
Yeah.
They will.
7, mate.
Yes, on 7, mate. More importantly, that doesn't worry me. Fox has always had it. I've always had League Pass, but they're going to broadcast all the extra shows like Hard Knocks, all the other ones
Channel
like
7
that.
May are going sport.
Yeah. And Hard Knocks is, it's a great show, isn't it? It's awesome.
Get some better teams.
They go inside the training camp and you get to see people getting cut. So watch Hard Knocks. And also ESPN2 has got NFL Red Zone, which NFL Red Zone is what I pay $200 to watch on Game Pass. Is NFL Red Zone is whenever, you know how all the games are going on at the same time? If someone's in attacking position, they'll go to that game. And then as soon as the play's finished, they'll switch to another game. Then they'll switch to another game. If you've got a fantasy team and you're trying to keep track of 5 players, your quarterback, your running back, your wide receiver, on a Monday I get up at 4:30 and I just watch it till I have to go to work. It's incredible. So NFL...
Just never.
NFL, what?
You never go to work.
Please, that's low blow. This is going to be awesome. NFL coverage in Australia. It's progression.
It's great. When are they going to NBA? When that's the big step.
There must be something.
It was there. There
must be something really weird about NBA.
It's because there's two things that have it. So it's
but NFL's the same.
ESPN and ABC is the other one, is it?
NFL have Fox. NFL have NBC. NFL have ESPN.
They can't get NBA.
It must be bizarre because if any TV rights are worth the most in America, it would be NFL. By far.
Yeah, exactly.
So
and NBA would probably be the most watched American sport
here
in Australia.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And the problem is that there's probably a lot more NBA games. So they probably, but they could still just play, maybe 3 a week or 4 a week on a 7, mate, or something like that.
We don't know.
I've got one here, Sam. Just going cricket for a bit.
Oh, I remember that sport. Yeah. Is that still around?
Yeah, just about England.
Yep.
You know when you go through the newspapers and it has cricket segment and it's got maybe 4 articles on talking about cricket. Cricket's pretty quiet at the moment. So there's one test match on and that's England versus Sri Lanka. So all the headlines are about that. So I'll run you through from the end to the start here. It goes, first header is Root saves England as Robson fails. Okay.
Ripper.
So Root saved England. Just to let you know, Robinson, just to England to keep the tradition, is an Australian-born person. So once again, next article, Root scores 200, puts England in control. Next one, England on top of Sri Lanka at Lords. The last one, England fails to finish off. I just love the progression of how happy England are, and then just suck.
It's like we need something to get people to click on this link because we're really battling. Yeah. Really battling. Hey, I got a couple here. Quickly, World Cup related. I'll do those ones.
Yeah.
Get dinkum to Tony Abbott for calling Mile Jedinak Mike Jedinak.
Close enough.
I reckon it's close enough.
I think everyone's getting dinkum to Tony Abbott at the moment.
Do you know he's
He's gonna have it week.
The funny thing is, Mile Jedinak was actually born Michael Jedinak.
Oh, was he?
Yeah.
You knew that.
But no one knew that. Not even his parents remembered that they called him Mike. And he's gone Mike and Ange and the boys, and it's just like, oh, dearie me. And then I read an article in Age, and it was pretty good. It was actually a pretty good one praising the Socceroos, but until Jake Nile said Martin Milligan. Martin. Do you not go, is he really called Martin?
Yeah.
20-something-year-old bloke called Martin.
Is Jake over in Brazil?
Oh, I don't think so.
Got to be one of those guys.
And a massive, probably the biggest get dinkum I could ever hand out.
This better be good.
I can't tell you how bad this is. It makes me physically ill. Jamoan is back. And he's got a TV show called The Full Brazilian, which is 7:30 on SBS, primetime TV, free to wear, World Cup. Oh my God, it is horrendous.
Is there a detachable...
His agent has done some magic there.
Is there a detachable toe segment?
Oh, I don't know.
Detachable toe, or am I showing my age?
Okay, I spent 5 minutes watching it, and he got pasta out and chips out for England and Italy, and he kicked around a little Cheeto, and it went for about 5 minutes. And I said, I can't watch this. The crowd, it was you know when you watch it and it actually makes you feel awkward, like uneasy. Yeah. You're kind of like, oh. The crowd were just like, how did we get here? Jamoan, surely in 2014, if you wanted a list of someone who knows a little bit about sport, kind of funny and can host a show, Jamoan's got to be 50 deep.
Who immediately comes to your head that you should be calling up for a show like that?
Oh, obviously your SBS go-to man, Sam Pang.
Sam Pang?
I mean, he's just hosting everything.
He's just everywhere.
He's just hosting everything.
He's on 3 channels.
and he's doing AFL now. Have you heard Sam Payne talk about AFL?
Yeah,
He's a
hilarious.
Carl.
No
Is he
idea.
a
about
Carl-
AFL. He has no idea, and you can tell he's reading off a script, and then he sometimes just makes fun of the fact that what he's saying, he has no idea what he's because he's doing the golden fist and things, and he's like, oh, if I was, that's exactly what a defender should do. Bang! Yeah. It's just like they all boys sit there and go, how did we get this guy? He has no idea about
he always just talks about old players. I noticed that when he was on the radio.
But clearly Roy and HG should have got a call.
Come on. Anyone, mate. I can't say they'd be good, but Jamoan? Really, though? Jamoan, we're past that. I mean, where's Bob Franklin going to pop up out of nowhere? Get around the men's hockey kookaburras.
Yes.
They win the World Cup?
They did.
I think they won the World Cup.
They won it 5-1.
Did they really?
Smashed them. Yeah, smashed Norway. So it could be
Netherlands.
I mean, so it could be a bit of a sign.
Yeah.
But then
Netherlands won 5-1 in the Football World Cup.
Smashed us in the Chicks one.
Oh, that doesn't matter.
2-0.
Yeah. Have you ever seen the Netherlands Chicks hockey team?
Hockey chicks are hot.
Have you seen the Netherlands Chicks hockey team? Oh, I don't think I've ever seen a bunch of girls put together that can play sport that looks so amazing. And they jumped in a spa.
They should host
their trophy after the game. I saw a photo.
No, they didn't.
Yeah, they did. It was amazing.
Hockey chicks are hot, and so are rowing chicks.
Oh, okay.
That's my 2 cents.
There's something to monitor over the coming days.
Sam, now we always talk about how Goodsy, Adam Goods, one of your favourites, always manages to get himself into things that aren't really about him.
Speaking of a guy with a good agent, geez, he's got Goodsy into everything.
How he said that Goodsy will probably be interviewing for the soccer, and he got in there and interviewed for the soccer.
Yeah,
when they came to Australia.
Has Goodsy sent a letter of appreciation to Tim Cahill yet to make it all about him?
So you just hate it when it's not their sport, and that guy just gets in there, doesn't he, and just gets across.
Yeah.
Well, I've got someone for you, Samuel.
What's he done now?
You might know of Sepp Plater. He's in charge of FIFA, isn't he?
Yeah.
Everyone hates him.
Rich man.
Yeah, just hanging out with Kobe Bryant, just talking soccer.
Kobe's over there.
Yeah.
He played a small-sided game the other day. They had video of it on the internet.
See, it's
didn't touch the ball.
It was Goodsy. He love him. How's it any different?
Did you really just compare Kobe with Goodsy?
How is this any different, mate? Kobe's nothing to do with soccer. He's out there with the chief of soccer in the world.
You do know Kobe was born in Italy.
So?
And he speaks fluent Italian, and he's a massive football fan.
So?
He's at every tournament. He's at Euros. He's at all the World Cups.
I don't get why this has anything to do with why he should be
he likes
FIFA.
soccer more than Goodsy likes baseball. I'll put it that way.
How do you know?
Well, it's a pretty safe assumption to make.
But shouldn't you be talking to a soccer player? Why is the person in charge of soccer in the whole country, whole world, meeting Kobe Bryant?
Because they're all playing. Kobe's on holidays with Luke Darcy. What do you reckon Luke Darcy should have got a gig?
No, but I'll put him in the same category. Speaking on the same sort of subject, our sportsmen playing different sports. Michael Vick was at a charity thing doing baseball. Obviously hasn't really played baseball much before. Big hit, first swing, smacks it out of the park. Crowd go up, he jumps up in the air like it's the greatest ever, then starts to proceed to run left.
That's pretty awesome.
Proceeded to run left and was just doing these ones while running to third base and to second base and then to first base.
Can you make a joke about that's how he reads most of the plays the coach gives him? He just kind of says, I'm just going wherever I want.
And do you know what? It's also a sign of
just
pure talent too. Like knows nothing obviously about baseball. They go, here's a bat. Hit this ball as far as you can. He just goes bang out of the park and then runs left. I love it.
Quick get dinkum. My last one is to the FFA and the A-League have just brought out these tough restrictions for active fans. Active fans are fans who sing and chant and all that sort of stuff. If you want to get amongst it now, you're going to have to buy a membership at the start of the season, which I think is really, really bad because I know a few friends that I have who never got into victory or anything, but took it to a game, and because of that atmosphere, they're like, oh, I don't mind this. I'll come every now and then, whether it be every now and then or whether it be people who buy a membership. Now you can't do that. If you have a friend who says, I want to come with you and I want to stand and chant and sing, you can't do it because you have to buy a membership at the start of the year.
Because they've just got so much less room there, don't they? At soccer games, there's just no room for
it's going to be
people going wherever they want.
And the problem is they haven't consulted any of the supporter groups. So the supporter groups will all basically just say, screw this. So what you'll see now is all the ends behind the games are going to be empty now. It's just bad. the atmosphere is going to suffer and the game's going to suffer, and it's no good. And the FFA have no idea what he's doing. So well done, David Gallop. Good stuff there, mate. Just killing it.
Sam, this might cheer you
Way
up.
to be in touch with the fans there.
We have a new guy pitching, first pitch.
Oh.
We've been following that a lot of other big TV shows.
So we're back
and
to
stuff.
humans.
Yeah.
So we had a cat and a dinosaur.
This is the guy who wrote Game of Thrones,
Robocop
the
was
author.
Robocop.
Robocop.
Why did you keep this quiet till now?
Yeah.
Just remembered it then when you brought up the dinosaur, and I was trying to
Oh.
think. Wasn't there a robot as well? It was actually Robocop.
That's awesome.
The thing I like about this one isn't the fact that it's the guy who wrote the big guy with the beard who looks like Santa who wrote the Game of Thrones books, but they've now realised.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Is he wearing a Mets hat?
Yeah. And he's now
What a legend.
realised
Is
that
that's not
instead of just filming it, they just show him throwing the pitch and don't show where the ball goes. That's all they've got to now. They've gone, we'll just
So
show.
they protected him a little
Yeah,
bit.
they've protected him,
How
not showing him
cool
where the
is
ball
that
goes.
Mets hat?
Is that a Blackhawks?
Dear
shirt?
me.
There's a black. Oh wow, that's a bit.
No,
I think
it's
it
not-
is, yeah.
It's not Blackhawks.
It's not.
No.
Nah, it's sort of like it
How
might be.
good's
Nah, it's a bear.
That throwback Mets hat. Where are we?
But yeah, so there you go. Last thing, Sam, you might have. I just
Yeah.
want to get around the reading bad tweets. We played one of them at the start of the show about
Yeah.
all the bad tweets that were read out.
So
Basketball
explain
players
how what they do.
on the Jimmy Fallon show. I'm pretty sure Jimmy Kimmel show. They
Jimmy
always,
Fallon.
yeah, no,
Or is it Jimmy Kimmel?
Kimmel,
Oh, it
Kimmel.
might be one of them, yeah.
Jimmy Kimmel, right, they get people, celebrities to come on and read, people write really mean tweets to them, and they come on live on TV and read it out. And it's always funny because they're always really bad. It's hilarious, so go check it out. All the NBA basketball players did it, and we ended our show with big Kevin Mutombo.
Yep.
Are you got any more? Or am I just reeling off stuff now?
No, I don't have any more.
I'll read one.
Mm-hmm.
So, Luke Darcy would be close to getting world flogged out, whatever it is.
Oh, yeah.
He'll
I don't.
be
The
a
thing
contender.
is,
He'll be a contender.
I'm not exposed to Luke Darcy because I don't listen to him on radio, and I tend to not really watch him while he's commentating.
Because
So
you
I don't really
doesn't
see
mean
him
he's
or
not a
anything. This,
contender.
I'm not up exactly
this
on
popped
these.
up on my timeline on Facebook. He was doing an interview with the Artist 360,
I did see this
Yes.
actually. That's a ripper. I like
and
that
he
one.
introduced him as 360.
No
He
way.
did.
He did not.
Live on air.
That was so.
It's not even like he's unknown anymore, 360. So he called him, this is 360.
Yeah,
360.
Melbourne Rapid 360. That was so
And
good.
then
And
Ant.
what did he say afterwards?
He
No,
just
it
went
was a
with
segment. He was, for some reason, 360 was standing there
Yeah, I
with
know
J-Mar,
what- yeah.
and they didn't even like each other. They're just like,
And then they went to a break, and when they came back from the break, Richo told Das it's actually 360.
And what did
So-
Dar say?
He just laughed.
Because before that, they were giving Richo an absolute hiding.
Were
Well, about his interview with Mick, and Mick didn't want to be there, and another interview with someone else, he stuffed something up, and they were just absolutely barreling him, and Richo looked like he wanted to burst
I just saw
into
that little
tears.
clip, and
Jeez,
yeah,
that's fantastic.
loved it.
Uh,
Das, you're a joke.
God, he's so bad.
So Sam, just lastly, unless you got something, I found my favourite supporter so far in the crowd for the there's
Yeah,
going
the
to be
World
some
Cup.
crazy supporters out there.
There are some crazy
This
ones, right?
guy's for
Has he got a
the
pot on his head?
Ivory Coast. So this is what he looks
Oh,
like.
yeah.
Full body paint.
Yeah.
Big thing on his head. But you think, oh yeah, that's nothing special. Look at his. You think he's a big jovial guy. Check out his celebration dance.
Oh, wow.
He just stands still.
Just giving it there.
Everyone else around him is jumping around everywhere, bashing drums. He just does a robot, just stands still, like, give me $2 and I'll move. How good's the fat guy next to him, too?
Do you know they did not stop dancing? I watched that game and they danced
I
for
thought that was one of the
95
better
minutes.
This guy stopped
That was
dancing.
a good
This
game.
guy stopped dancing.
11 o'clock too. Nice time
Yeah.
slot for us. And had $10 on Kaisuke Honda to score the first goal. $8.50 as well, Ants. If you
Nice
were,
return.
that was a nice little cheeky one there. So that's all I've got. Luke, you got anything else, mate?
No.
Ants?
No, I'm out.
Okay, well that'll probably take us to the end of
F34.
episode 34. Get us on iTunes and rate that stuff. Get us on SoundCloud and say click the love heart or whatever it is. Tweet
Yeah,
us
click
in
it.
at S7Melbourne. Is there a new issue of the Sports Report Oz coming
There
out
is new
soon,
issue
boys?
coming out next week. It's going to be full of fantastic articles again.
So next week, Monday the 23rd of June,
Mhm.
check out Sports Report AUS Twitter. There's a free magazine getting launched there. You can read whatever you want, all about sport. It's all good stuff, and it's just free. So if you enjoyed it, tell the boys that you enjoyed it. That'll keep them going for another another month, and we do this stuff for free. So make sure if you like it, let us know. It's always good to get some compliments, isn't it, Luke?
You know, it is good. It's good, and we don't get paid, as you know, and we know what to call 360, and we don't get paid. So you think about that.
AFL 360 with Robbo and Gerald lately. Oh, that was a good one. Get around Dipper. Dipper's on Twitter. Do you know that?
How?
I don't know. Someone retweeted him the other day, and Dipper's on Twitter. And I don't know if it's
The
one
real
of his...
Dipper?
Yeah. And I don't know if it's one of his first tweets, but he said, tonight I'm glad to be on AFL 360 with Robbo and Gerald.
Oh, but
And it's like all spelt wrong, and it's like really bad. Really.
Hello, it's like tonight I am on AFL 360.
Oh, it's like who's out there that just battles with it's some like Robbo sort of thing. It's like
Billy.
There's a comma where a question mark should be, all of that sort of stuff. So, I got a song and a crap song if you want.
Do it, mate. You're doing both then.
So this is the greatest thing you've ever seen in your life.
Who's singing?
This is the 1992 promotional video for Southeast Melbourne Magic called I Believe in Magic.
Oh, yeah. Have you seen this? I've seen this. This is amazing. I was going to watch.
How good are the red unis with the big BM on it?
Yeah.
Big M.
Even the blue ones are sweet, too.
And the
screens.
reason I bring this up is because
amazing green
Tony
screens.
Ronaldson, Darren Perry there, of course, Scotty Ninnis rolling around, Robert Rose, Brucey Bolden,
And the basketball looks really good.
John Dodge.
The quality was so much better back then.
There's Darren Perry, Andrew Parkinson, of
flexing
course,
his muscle.
kissing his muscles.
Yeah. So who
It is sorry. Anyway, my crap song dedication is Mellow, and this whole free agency testing
He's
free
going to
agency.
sit on a live camera like LeBron did.
My point is, do you remember when he went to New York and it's like, this is my hometown, coming home, this is awesome, I want to win a ring for you guys. Do we just supposed to pretend that never happened?
Yeah. Yep.
I hate this just whatever club can afford me can have me every 3 years.
Well,
Maybe even if
mate.
you're Dwight Howard, it's every 1 year.
Yeah.
I am sick of it. I really am sick.
More Team
I know, I can't expect any loyalty in sport, but NBA take it to the next level. And
I do.
It won't be surprised if the big free agent leaves halfway during the season. That's the next one. It's just ridiculous. Like, I just hate it. I hate this free agency. You're just whoring yourself around for the biggest contract. It's got to get to a point where every single player in the NBA is on the max deal. Sorry, can I just draw your attention to Darren Perry and Bruce Bolden getting down? I hope I haven't fast forwarded back too much. But if you ever get a chance, have a look at this video on YouTube. It is sensational.
Where are they playing?
It'll be one of my top 5 Twitter. This doesn't have as many views as the Nike ad.
Should.
78 million. It doesn't have 78 million. Every single view of this is mine. I've got this on tape. One Magic Year, 1992.
VHS?
It's down there. I'm pretty
VHS?
sure it is. So.
Do you have a VHS player? A VCR?
Nah, don't, man. Gonna have to get it put on Blu-ray or something. Anyway, this channel also has live. It's got the 1990 NBA NBL Grand Semi-Final between North Melbourne Giants and Perth Wildcats. Just watched the whole thing. Someone's video. They've just uploaded onto.
Oh wow!
Nearly 600 views.
You can see how when you first hit record and saying it change over.
Oh, getting all nostalgic. Anyway, until fortnight's time, mate. We'll leave it there.
Let's do it. See you later.
Catch you later.
Next time.
Taking baby from a candy.
Got to talk about Andy Harper.
Why?
Oh, someone put a